Oh, so good. Sit back and relax, everybody, because we are live and we've got ice cream. Plus, what's the one thing Will Smith likes better than sex? You're about to find out.
Tonight on Punchline, two teams of comedians use today's headlines to come up with the best punchlines. Our headliners, Gleib, Jon Huck, and Jenny Zigrino. And the challengers, Ricarlo Flanagan, Carmen Morales, and Thayer. And now, Punchline. Here's your host, Marc Istook.
To bring this out here because I'm going to eat this whole thing. Hey, everybody, welcome to Punchline. What a show we have for you tonight, and what teams of comedians we have competing for your votes, riffing on the headlines, trying to get the studio audience on their side, and our folks watching at home as well in Atlanta or Minneapolis who can vote by visiting playpunchline.com to let us know who they think is funniest this evening as our comics battle for the coveted Punch Bowl. Yes. One of these teams will take it home tonight. Will it be the headliners? Yeah! Or will it be the challengers? And maybe, just maybe, they'll get some delicious vanilla ice cream as well. All right, let's get right to it, folks. In our first round, punchlines are worth 50 points. Get your hands on your buzzers, comedians. Here we go. Let's play a little game called Fast and Slogan. In the town of Gardiner, Maine, if you clean up enough trash off of the streets, this is a true story, by the way, you can trade your garbage bag in for free marijuana. Yes, this is a real thing, apparently. So, comedians, I was hoping you could help me by coming up with a new tourism slogan for Gardiner, Maine. Go. Ben.
No, sir, you can't keep emptying your own trash in the street.
Jenny.
Gardiner, Maine, get trash to get trash.
Luke.
Maine, keeping Maine clean is dope.
Ben.
Gardiner, Maine, we have garbage weed.
Jenny.
Gardiner, Maine, we did not think this through.
John.
Gardiner, Maine, I collected some trash, and what were we talking about?
Slogans, yes. Ricarlo.
Welcome to Gardiner, Maine. Population 1,000, 3,000, 10,000.
It's growing so fast. Carmen.
Stay clean, get that green.
Yeah, all right. Audience, who likes the challengers? Who likes the headliners? This is your chance to vote. Hey! Only 3 punchlines for these guys, but they still took the early lead. It is 50-0 as we continue with our next headline. How about this one? Will Smith said the first time he saw Star Wars, he thought it was better than sex. I mean, maybe that was like a lightsaber thing or something, I don't know. But what else does Will Smith like more than sex? Go. Jenny.
Owning West Philadelphia.
Where he was born and raised. Yes, Carmen.
Analogies.
Ricarlo.
Being a black guy, but not that kind of black guy.
Ben.
Enlarging his ears.
He does seem to have large ears. Yes, Jenny.
Being rich enough to own all the Star Wars.
He does own them all. Yes, John.
What Star Wars movie did he see? That's different.
Ben Gleib.
Having a great platonic relationship with Jada.
Luke.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Ricarlo.
Talking religion with Tom Cruise.
Yes, all those things he likes more than sex. But audience, who do you like, the challengers or the headliners? You just had a lightsaber in your pocket. The challengers with an early 100-0 lead. We got ice cream on the brain as we talk about our next headline. Ben & Jerry's just announced a vegan line of ice cream, and they promise it's going to be delicious. So, comedians, what are some surprising vegan flavors of Ben & Jerry's ice cream we can look forward to? Go. Jenny.
I don't know what flavors, but your vegan friend won't shut up about how it tastes like real ice cream.
On and on, right? Yeah. Ricarlo.
They're going to have affordable whole food item flavor.
Yeah, right. Carmen.
I'm on a journey, ginger.
Ben.
Natural deodorant vanilla.
Luke.
Help my kelp.
Ben.
Please kale me.
Jenny.
Smugness swirl.
Oh, yes. Ben.
Birkenstock berry.
Jenny.
Not bacon.
Definitely not bacon. So many buzzes by the headliners that time. Let's see if it's enough to get them on the board. 73%. Finally. Scoring here. As the challengers still have a 100-50 lead. How about this one? For some reason today, a version of the board game Clue was released, featuring the old sitcom The Golden Girls. So comedians, we have Rose, you got Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia. Who is the killer in Golden Girls Clue? Go! Ben.
Blanche did it in my bedroom with her sheer sexual prowess.
Jenny.
The Grim Reaper.
John.
Blanche with her back massager in the kitchen or the living room, because those are the only two rooms we saw on the show.
That's pretty much it. Yes, you're right. Ricarlo.
Betty White. She's the only one still alive.
Ah, good point. Ben.
Rose did it with a hammer because that's just how you say hi to someone in St. Olaf.
Yes. Luke.
Sophia, because she's Sicilian, so she knows a guy who knows a guy who can take care of a body.
Carmen.
Sophia, because of a faulty life alert.
Ricarlo.
Time.
Time, yes. Always wins by the time does. All right, folks. Let's see the votes. Challengers or headliners? Challengers. That is not vegan ice cream, just so you know.
That's okay with me because this is a comfort food. It's not going well for
There you go. It is not. 150-50 right now. The challengers have the lead as we wrap up our first round. But we got plenty more coming up, like Justin Bieber, who just quit his world tour. We'll tell you why. More importantly, we've got giant statues made of butter. Yes, we do. We'll be right back with more Punchline. Make sure you share. You got to share the vanilla. It's for everybody. I'm TV's Marc Istook, and you may know me from the news and other stuff. Well, we're bringing you the news everyone is talking about because we're joking about it. So like, follow, and subscribe to Punchline.
We're back with more Punchline and your host, Marc Istook.
Welcome back to Punchline, and before we get to it, I just want to take a quick moment from one host to another to congratulate Ben on his 200th episode of Idiot Test. That's quite an accomplishment. Folks can catch that at 10, 9 Central tomorrow on GSN, and we are in episode 12 right now, but we're coming for you.
will
We're
get
only
there,
like
believe me.
188 away, so we're right.
You
Like,
have less idiots on this show. We have a lot of idiots on the It makes sense.
yeah,
Harder competition, harder to find people.
we keep the idiots in the back, so
Smart.
they're not allowed out front.
Smart.
All right, right now, though, the idiots, well, no offense, seem to be on the headliner side because the challengers have a 150-50 lead. Keep that ice cream over there. You can vote if you are watching live in Atlanta or Minneapolis by going to playpunchline.com. If you're in the rest of America, just pretend that you got ice cream. Get your own, though. In this round, all the punchlines are worth 100 points. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Gonna play a little Name That Title. It was just announced that the 25th James Bond movie will be released in 2019, but they do not have a name for that movie yet. So comedians in a franchise that has crazy titles like Octopussy or Goldfinger, what is your best idea for the new James Bond movie title? Go! Jenny.
Dr. No, I don't use a condom.
Luke.
I've skyfallen and can't get up.
Ben.
Bond. Still white Bond.
Ricarlo.
James Bond. Black name, Scottish man.
Jenny.
From Russia with votes.
Bond. Denture Bond.
Ben.
They're running out of titles, so it's just called British Gadget Spy.
Yeah. Jenny.
James Bond, what a hoot!
Carmen.
Live and let die already.
I thought you were just gonna go with That would have worked, right? Hey, headliners or challengers, who gets your vote, audience? The challengers, 54 to 46. 250 to 50 as their lead continues.
I don't know if you guys understand. We need this. We need this. We've built up a career to this point.
Craving some butter, anybody? You could have plenty if you're at the Ohio State Fair, which just opened its world-famous butter sculpture display, both awesome and horrible at the same time. This year's display features a life-size football player, a girl playing tennis, and of course a 6-foot bottle of chocolate milk. But that's nothing compared to the rest of the events you can find at the fair. So comedians, what is the best thing at the Ohio State Fair? Go! Ricardo.
How to use a tire as a chair.
Ben.
The exit.
On the way out. Get out of there. John.
A guy named Lance who still sells dime bags.
Carmen.
The really line of like really gross people. I think it's just the entrance.
Jenny.
Their view of Indiana.
Hey-oh. Ben.
Blocked arteries.
Carmen.
Pulling meth addiction.
Luke.
A LeBron James made of leaves.
Ben.
Did you say the guy's name was Lance with the dime bag?
Yeah.
Lance?
All right, audience, time to vote. Challengers or headliners? Who gets the nod? It's the headliners! Calling back in. Calling back in right now. It is 250 to 150 as we get started here with our last headline of the round. Justin Bieber canceled his remaining 14 shows on his world tour. After a year and a half on the road, 150 shows on 6 continents, he's pretty tired. So comedians, what do you think made Bieber cancel these remaining 14 shows? Go. Carmen.
He finally heard his own music.
Jenny.
He's pregnant.
Ricardo.
He stopped believing in himself.
Ben.
He realized the Beliebers were finally being taken over by the Gleibers.
Jenny.
He misses his mommy.
Oh. John.
He's looking for Lance.
Carmen.
He's mourning the loss of his fidget spinner.
They're everywhere. You can find a new one. Luke.
I'm not sure, but it's not too late to say I'm sorry.
Ben.
He's been on the road a long time, and it's grueling.
It is very grueling. Challengers or headliners?
That's why he's leaving the road, guys.
Audience.
Hard.
Who gets the vote? Challengers. 350 to 150. They've got the lead, but still plenty of points are up for grabs. Coming up, a hit TV show is giving away millions of dollars to teenagers. Plus, we got the best photos of the day coming up after this break. So, which team do you think was funnier, the headliners or the challengers? Let us know in the comments. 350 to 150 right now. Our challengers have a big lead, so I'm going to plead with the audience. I mean, give the headliners a little love, folks. If you are watching live at home in Atlanta or Minneapolis, go to playpunchline.com where you can make your voice heard. And the rest of America, just yell at the TV. That's the way to make your voice heard as well. All right, in this round, all the punchlines are worth 150 points. We're going to get right to it. Starting off in one of the Twin Cities, 2 very official-looking fake street signs reading, "Warning, Twin Cities police easily startled were spotted in Minneapolis." So comedians, what other fake signs have been spotted around Minneapolis? Go. John.
Minnesota. It's cold, but it's also boring.
Ricardo.
Minneapolis, Wisconsin with purple stuff.
Ben.
If a Mexican made it this far, they're welcome to stay.
Jenny.
Slippery when doves cry.
Oh, John.
Home to literally tens of my college friends.
Yes. Ben.
Minneapolis, don't be fooled by imposter cities like Tinyopolis.
Jenny.
No turn on red, don't you know?
Don't you know? Super.
Do it.
Carmen.
Okay.
Winter is coming.
Oh, it's always coming. Ben.
Black people no longer pulled over randomly.
All right, time's up. I'm sorry, Minneapolis, by the way, one of our live cities had to take that abuse. But let's see what the votes say. Challengers or headliners? The headliners! Wow! Quite a margin there as they narrowed the gap. It is now 350 to 300. Our challengers still lead as we move to our next headline where, gosh, it must be good to be one of the kids on Modern Family, huh? Next season, the main teens on that show will make $2.2 million each. Yes, $2.2 million each. So comedians, what would the average teen do with that much money? Go, Ricarlo.
Invest in selfie filters.
Ben.
Coke.
John.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little out of touch. I'm a little older, so I'm gonna say Buddy Holly tickets.
Probably not that. Ginny.
Become even worse human beings.
Ricarlo.
Pay their parents to love them.
Oh. John.
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Probably not. Ginny.
Run for student government with the help from the Russians.
Ben.
Make it rain, probably. Kids are very dumb.
Jenny.
1.5 pair of Jordans.
You can't afford more than that?
Nope.
Time's
Beanie
up.
Babies?
I thought you were going to go Garbage Pail Kids, but Beanie Babies would also work. All right, challengers or headliners. Let's see the votes. Headliners. Ran that category. Only let them buzz in twice. They have the lead now, 450 to 350. But when we come back, these comedians will make punchlines for the best photos of the day. It's time for photo finish when we return. Never miss a punchline. Like, follow, and subscribe to Punchline. This is what they're fighting for tonight. It's the Punch Bowl. What a game we have on our hands right now because the headliners have a 450 to 350 lead as we get ready for our final round, a little photo finish action. This is also our live studio audience's last chance to tell us who they think is funnier, as well as our live viewers at home in Atlanta or Minneapolis. You can vote at playpunchline.com. Everybody else can just covet this beautiful trophy. Here's how it works. I'm going to show our comics a series.
Sorry.
Easy. I'm going to show our comics a series of pictures. They're going to provide us with the punchlines, and you're going to score them on a scale of 0 to 100.
That is correct.
Yes, that score translates to points. So a lot of points to be made up here. Like I said, the headliners have the lead over the challengers, so you guys will lead us off. 90 seconds are on the clock.
Sure.
Ricardo, you're up first. Let's go.
All right. All right, that looks like a date. Looks like they met on a Twink eHarmony.
Audience, 70. Carmen.
Despicable Me 4, the Oregon Trail story.
Let me see those votes. 66. Luke.
Spoiler alert, they all die of dysentery.
Audience, 72. Ricardo.
Next picture. All right, Carmen, you can relate to this one. This is when Bay sees you get a text after 12 a.m.
Audience, 78. Carmen.
Who is she?
Audience, 83. Luke.
Next. Look what Mom bought us for Christmas.
All right, let me see those votes. 83. Ricardo.
Next picture. Looks like the Amish are having a diversity program.
Audience, 81. Carmen.
Next picture. I guess some people do think baseball is a religious experience.
Audience, 82. Luke.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's multi-level marketing.
Audience, 83. Well done. Well done. The challenge is stepping to the plate, clocking a grand total of 1,049 points. So plenty for the headliners to make up. Do you look nervous at all over here, Ben?
No, I'm interested in the multi-level marketing plan.
You just get two guys under you, they get two, and that's how you make your money. All right, well, let's see if you can make some points as we play a little photo finish. 90 seconds on the clock. Ginny, you're up. Go.
10 points to Slytherin!
Audience, 79. Ben.
Our new healthcare program. Welcome to the Hunger Games.
Audience, 77. John.
Look, Ma, I can put my whole foot in my mouth.
Audience, 77. Ginny.
Next. Asbestos, the musical.
Audience, 86. Ben.
Next, please. Talk about gender fluid.
Audience, 92. Wow, John.
Next, please. Hi, my name's Jeff. I'm drunk, and I'm gonna take your hand glide.
Audience, 84. Ginny.
Actually, it's pronounced puka shell necklace.
Audience, 74. Ben.
Next, please. Global warming's not real. 5 minutes ago, this was an iceberg.
Let's see the votes. 81. John.
Judging by his whiteness, this is me at every party with an open bar and a pool.
Yes. Audience, 86. Ginny.
All right, guys, who took my clothes?
Audience, 81. All right, time is up, everybody. This is the Punch Bowl.
Please, please.
Challengers, you tallied 1,049 points, but you guys did not set a new Punchline record. The headliners did with 1,267. Take the Punch Bowl. And the ice cream, apparently.
Now it's a steak. Now it's a milkshake.
What a way to celebrate 200 episodes, Ben Gleib. Just drink that ice cream up. Congratulations, challengers. Thank you for being here, our audience as well. And thank you guys at home for watching. Hey, keep up with the headlines, and we will bring you the punchlines. Good night, everybody. Follow at Punchline TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. What is it? MySpace? Farmers Only. Tinder?